Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore a very interesting topic in physics, that is refraction of light. These are some real life examples of refraction of light. Okay. In this session we will see some simple fun experiments to understand how light behaves in different medium. Okay. So that here I am taking a glass of water and it is filled with the plain water. When light passes through this clear water, we can see a straight line path of light. It remains unchanged because the medium is uniform. You can see the straight line path of light. Let's take a glass of starched water. It looks cloudy compared to plain water. When light passes through starched water, we can see the light path more clearly. Okay students, here I am placing a pencil inside the plain water. How it looks? It looks bent or just broken at the surface, is it? In the same way, I am using a laser torch, and when light on, it also looks the same. It also bends or like a broken at the surface of the water. Why it happens? This phenomena is known as what? Refraction. That is when light travels from one medium, that is light travels from air to water. Air is a rarer medium and water is denser medium. Why it happens? This refraction of light happened because, or the bending of light is happened because the speed of light varies in different medium. Okay, speed of light is different in different medium. You can observe how this bending is happen in light when it travels from rarer medium to denser medium. This is the case when it travels from rarer medium to denser medium. How? I will explain it. Because the bending of light from the normal, the angle and the refracted ray comes more closer to the normal than the incident ray. That's why this bending is happen. In the same way, you can observe when light travels from denser medium to rarer medium. Here the water is the denser medium, and when light travels from a denser medium to rarer medium, what happens? The refracted ray gets away from the normal. Okay, that is the case of from the denser medium to rarer medium. You can observe it. This is the diagram for refraction of light when it travels from rarer to denser and when it travels from denser medium to rarer medium. When the light rays travels from rarer to denser medium, the refracted ray get closer to the normal. And the case of denser medium to rarer medium, what happens? The refracted ray gets away. Here next we are going to explain even more fascinating phenomena that is known as total internal reflection. This happens when light tries to move from a denser medium to rarer medium. Okay, watch this clearly, students. You just watch this. When I shine the laser torch to the starched water, and it slowly increase when I slowly increase the angle of incidence, you will see that at certain angle the light no longer pass into the air. Is it? Instead of refraction, it reflects completely back into the water. That is known as total internal reflection. Instead of refraction, it is completely reflected back to the denser medium. It happens when the angle of incidence is greater than a certain angle. It is known as critical angle. Beyond this point, light doesn't refract. It completely reflects inside the denser medium. This is known as total internal reflection. To just observe it, this is the diagram for total internal reflection, how it travels when the light travels from denser medium to rarer medium. Here starch water is the denser medium and air is the rarer medium. So when light incident at the surface of the water, what happens? In the first figure we can observe that it refracted. In the second figure you can observe that it attains a critical angle. At a particular angle it will not refracted towards the rarer medium. Then in the next figure you can observe that it will reflect back to the denser medium. Instead of refraction, it gets reflected back to the denser medium. This phenomena is known as total internal reflection. You can observe it clearly. That is, instead of refraction, it is get reflected back to the denser medium when it attains critical angle. That is very important. We are varying the angle of incidence on the basis we are then attain a critical angle. After that this point light doesn't refract. It completely reflected back. This is known as